Hey YouTube, Diver Down Reefer here, day 28 of my Sea Reefer 425 XL build. As you can see, new fish are in the tank. Got some fish in the tank. I transferred them over from my old broken down tank there. Gonna take the water out of it here in the next day or so and put them in here. I also, just as of yesterday, got my diatom bloom, which I knew was coming. My water is very cloudy right now. I guess that's what happens when you have your diatom bloom, but you can see all the diatom blooms all over all my my dry rock. This is bulk reef supply reef saver rock that I used on this build. I really like the rock. It locks together really nicely. I think it gives you some good advantages when you're aquascaping everything. Got some snails in there, hermit crabs, a couple little corals that I had from my old tank. Nothing crazy right now. I'm just going to let all this settle out and then go from there. Got nice swim throughs there for the fish. Got my blenny in there, my damsels, there's my sailfin tang, and of course my clownfish. So just to give you a little update here, got some toadstools in there as well that I fragged. I actually have 3 of them in there that I got from one. Fragged, got him, and then I also got this guy here. As I said, my water is really foggy right now. There's a lot of sediment in the water. I don't know exactly why, but I'm just assuming it's from the diatom blooms. Hopefully that'll go away in the next few days or so. I'll give you a little side view of my aquascaping. Lots of swim throughs. I really like the swim through look, the openness of it. You can see more diatom blooms there going around. I still have my gyre running great. Got my box lights up on top there. They're doing well. So there's a quick overview of the tank. We can go down below the hood here. I'll show you what's new down here. You guys remember from my last video, I was hooking up my tons osmolator into my existing Sea Reefer reservoir. There are the eye sensors there and the backup sensors there. It's running pretty good. I did get my reservoir in over here on the side. It's a little low right now. I'm going to fill that up, but that's a 7.5 gallon reservoir, and of course I have it wired in with the pump. Can't really see the pump in there, but it's in there. There it is. Pumps the water out into my Sea Reefer. There's that little clip that I used. Came off of a siphon. I got it in my LFS. It was perfect. Clipped it right on the top, put the hose right in there. Good to go. Doesn't move. Kicks on, runs for about 10-15 seconds or so, dumps water into there, and then of course the float takes it from there. I do have my reactor set up. I do not have any GFO in it as of right now. I was told to only use that on an emergency basis if you started to load up on phosphates or what have you. I do have carbon running in it. There's my protein skimmer. It's still a wet skim. I'm still trying to dial this sucker in. I'm having some issues with dialing it in. I think it's going to be great once it does get dialed in. It hasn't been a heavy load in here. I just put these fish in just 3 or 4 days ago. So, but it is starting to get some skimmate on there. It's wet, like I said, but it's dialed in pretty good right now. Like I said, it's just a little bit wet, but it'll break in. It'll break in. So that's basically all it is new right now. Hopefully this water will clear up here in the next few days or so, and as long as it takes, it takes. And then we can get on with some nice crystal clear water. I'm really looking forward to some crystal clear water in here. My fish seem to be doing really well. They acclimated well with it. I was a pain in the butt catching them out of that tank, believe it or not. These guys are faster than you think, especially with rock and everything in there. So again, just an overview. Here's my reservoir again. I got it off of, I think it was Amazon. It was $100 and some. It's really not worth $100 and some. It's just basically an acrylic box, but it's black. It fits in there nicely. It gives me some extra room here for storage for my other stuff. So there's my mess of wires. Mess of wires in there. Everybody's got them. Over here on the other side of my tank, just have my remote controls there for my my box lights, and then I have my gyro pumper there. It's running right about 50%, I believe it is. There's another side view, and I do have an anemone in there as well for my old tank. He's coming. He's a small guy. He split off and made a couple other ones. They're all in here. They're just kind of hiding right now. I had to dig them out of my old rock. I tried putting power heads on them. I tried hanging them upside down. I didn't want to try the ice thing. I did hear ice that might work, but that could hurt them. So I didn't bother doing that. So I just went in and chiseled them out really carefully. Took them outside, chiseled them out, put them back in the water. And it seemed to work. They're still alive. Hopefully they stay that way. All my parameters are really, really good right now. Again, the only issue I'm having is not the diatom bloom, but the cloudy water. It's like there's a white haze floating around there. I don't know if you can see it on this video, but there's definitely a white haze. Maybe it's coming off the rock still. The rock's not fully cured. I don't know what it is. Temperature's good, right around 78, 79 degrees. It's holding real good. I have a 200 watt Eheim heater in there, doing real well. So, all right guys, that's about it for today. Again, day 28 of my Red Sea Reefer 425 XL build. There it is, guys. It's coming around. It's coming around. Get you on the rebound. Peace out.